What's going on, guys? Want to do a quick shop update before I call it a night. I know it's been a while since I've shown you any orders or projects I've been working on, except for the video I uploaded about a week or so ago showing you the new pocket tool I'm working on. That was kind of a side project I was working on one day in the background, but right now I'm really just trying to buckle down and focus on some of these orders that I currently have outstanding on the books here. So if you've got a knife ordered with me and you're watching this, I do want to apologize for the wait. Normally my turnaround is a little bit faster than it has been. It's just that things have been incredibly busy with work and family and a few other things. So I've unfortunately not been able to spend as much time on the shop as I would like to. Another thing that probably took up a little bit too much of my time was trying to get this surface grinder up and running. Which I'd actually intended on using for some of these current orders, if not all of them, but I may actually hold off on that. While I do have it running, there's a couple things I'd really like to try to dial in a little bit better and maybe get set up before I really start using it for things I'm going to sell. So that's still a work in progress, although it is much farther along than it was. I'm not sure if I've given a recent update video on that or not, but it is working. It just could probably be tuned up a little bit better. But at any rate, I did want to show you some of the orders I'm working on. This one is going to be for a subscriber of mine who saw an old video and really liked the knife. Unfortunately did not have any currently made to give him. So I'm actually making a couple. One of these I'm kind of planning on keeping for myself, though I may end up selling it. I did have one as my personal carry for a while. I was actually hanging in my rear view in my car, and unfortunately my car got broken into, and this was one of the many things that was stolen. So thinking about making another one to put back in my car. This is actually probably one of my favorite designs I've come up with. As far as overall form, function, and utility, really like this little blade. Very functional, very useful, and I think it looks pretty cool too. So I'll be making two of these. One is spoken for, one I may keep, one I may offer for sale. Stay tuned on that. I'd actually like to probably make a few more of these in the future anyway, so we'll see what happens with that, but these are ready for heat treat. I'll try to get those done tomorrow as far as the heat treat goes, along with these. This one's actually a newer design as well. A guy at work had seen a couple of my original knife designs and really liked certain aspects of each of them. So he asked for kind of a combination of 2 or 3 different knives, so I drew something up for him and he really liked it. Made one for him. And I don't think I made a video about it, I just took some pictures. But it's just a small little neck knife. It'll have some 1/8 inch scales and a Kydex sheath. And he really liked it, showed it to a couple guys at work, and they wanted a couple as well. So I'm going to make a couple more of these. And probably try to take a video of them this time if I hadn't last time. And then lastly, this is actually a new design I'm working on as well. Not currently spoken for. I may actually keep this one to pack around for myself. And I know I say that about a lot of knives. I usually end up selling anyway. But I'd really like to try carrying one around, which I've never really gotten around to doing, to be used on a consistent basis as a daily carry knife. So I'm thinking this will make a pretty good pocket knife. Pocket fixed blade, even a neck knife, belt knife, what have you. It's a nice mid-sized blade, full handle, not too scary looking as far as size. I'll show you real quick compared to my normal daily carry. It's a little bit smaller than the large Cold Steel Voyager. This is the original design. But also tried doing a little something different on the jimping here as well. Tried this on a recent knife I made for a buddy at work. And I really liked how it came out. What it is, I just use my checkering file as normal. And then on either side of that, I use a chainsaw file. I think it's about 5/32 diameter. And what it does, it really seems to kind of magnify the traction that you would otherwise get with just the standard jimping. It gives you quite a bit more bite, in my opinion. And not only that, but it looks pretty cool too. So something I'm playing around with there. I may end up doing this to a few more knives in the future. But this one I'll probably finish maybe with some 1/8" scales, Kydex sheath, and pack it around in my pocket for a while. As far as the grinds, I'm thinking maybe a 3/4 grind, something close to that, maybe even a swedge on the back, if not a false edge. Still kind of playing with those ideas in my head. And now lastly, if any of you guys saw the last video I uploaded, I am working on a new pocket tool design. And I kind of noticed some issues with the original design, specifically the wrenches that I tried to incorporate in the bottle opener area, not really grabbing like I wanted to. So I made a slight modification and put them in the middle of the tool. You can see it's kind of a continuous slot there, and I was actually able to add a 3/8 SAE wrench size here. So I will now have 1/4, 5/16, 3/8, half, and 9/16 SAE wrench sizes. And what I'm really trying to do is go with some commonly used smaller wrenches, at least that I use quite a bit. And also, again, you're going to have a screwdriver and a tape cutter, a pry bar and a large screwdriver, bottle opener. It's going to be an S-hook as well as a gear tie, and maybe one or two other things. And as this is currently designed, it may also work as an oxygen wrench as well. Unfortunately, I do not have an oxygen tank with the quarter-sized toggle valve to test that on. But I really don't see why it wouldn't work, even in a pinch. So that's that. I'm currently trying to cut out a rough prototype again, just to kind of test the design. And it's very cumbersome, very time consuming, trying to get these hex wrenches cut out where they'll function. So what I'll actually probably end up doing is just milling this out and kind of mimicking the material removal here, because I know the wrenches are going to work. What I really want to find out is how strong this is as an open frame design like this with all that material removed. So that's the important thing. I do want to make sure that once this is all cut out, water jet cut, and all this material removed, I do want to make sure it's still stout enough to function as it's intended. So that's that. Just a few projects, guys. Also trying to work up on cleaning up a little bit, getting a little more organized in here. That's also a work in progress. But I think for now I'm going to call it a night. So definitely want to thank you for watching, and please stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. See you guys.